great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Quick strike complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Here's Simmons to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hoffman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Right on the money. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, is really proven to be.
Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Great to have you with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this place was going bananas. It was going nuts. The atmosphere was incredible. But how about the visitors setting the tone? The opening kickoff return, taking it back to the house. And now, guys, it's gotten really, really quiet.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Simmons on play action. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The play action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, give to Hardy. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quarterback keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running.
There's some room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Punts it out of the air. lowers those pads. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They'll go with Frazier. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Simmons. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Kill. 674, take off. 674, take off.
Quick completion to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Throwing Simmons. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Here's a gift to Hardy. Can't get him to the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Simmons on the play fake. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Hoffman. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On first down, Nate Frazier. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Makes the grab on third. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical.
Got a little grass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Push forward on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
I got a feeling the defense kind of knew that was coming, stacked the line of scrimmage, got good penetration. Quarterback had absolutely nowhere to go. No push, no forward momentum. No bueno.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal. Georgia comes quickly to the line. keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Let's it go to the end zone. Pick off. What a play by this defense. Past the 50, the 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick 6.
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall. You don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That's reeled in. It's Taylor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give to Frazier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. It's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Simmons. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go right back to it. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
Runs through a man. He might have space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. To the air, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Here's a give to Frazier. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Georgia going up tempo.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Stockton. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Taylor. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with Baylor taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Bears on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Simmons. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Humphreys. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air on first down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Got room at the 35. Lots of room to run. The 20. 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Quarterback making checks. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Phillips. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of guys.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup, a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Makes the grab. It's Phillips. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Phillips. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations and really makes you very predictable.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the run, it's Phillips. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Here's Simmons to throw. Fires left. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Finds the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that 4th down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
4th down, Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Buying some time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
On 1st down, it's Hardy again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to Hardy. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Simmons. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Rushes on him. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal.
Here we go.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And it's good! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Turning it on. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. To the air. It's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page and now set up with an awesome situation. 1st and goal for this offense.
Going to the run, it's Hardy. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill it.
Throwing Simmons. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Need it to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Handoff for Frazier. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Phillips. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And this running back is so dangerous.